What up? Will here with the Baseball Bat Bros, and today, folks, we are testing out the entire price spectrum of BBCOR bats, from a $100 BBCOR all the way up to a $500 baseball bat. You heard me right, $500. Let's check it out. All right, folks, so to make this happen, we have actually the entire 2021 BBCOR bat collection from Louisville Slugger. Not because it's a sponsored video or anything. Louisville does not know we are making this video at all. This is just a perfect brand to do this test with, because they literally have their bats spaced out in like $100 increments. So $100 all the way up to $500. So starting out, the $99.99 Louisville Slugger Vapor BBCOR. This bat, you know, I have not ever seen a high school player using this. It's just a one-piece alloy. Honestly feels super end loaded for how like little the barrel is. You can see a pretty noticeably smaller barrel profile than all of these other bats. Really just kind of a pipe of metal here. Not much tech going on at all, but we will give it a fair shot. Kind of a funky little design going on. No handle taper or anything like that. And moving up, we have another one-piece alloy, but just a way bigger looking barrel. The Louisville Slugger Omaha BBCOR, $199.99, so the $200 bat. This is also going to be a one-piece alloy, but you know, a very end-loaded power hitting bat. It's going to have a nice big barrel, really similar to like a 243 wood bat, right? Then moving up, we're finally getting in a little bit of technology and quirkiness with the bats here. This is also a one-piece alloy, but you have a composite end cap here that's designed to make the bat very light swing. So the Solo is essentially like a toothpick version of the Omaha. Really easy to get around. You're gonna have a lot tighter, less forgiving barrel though. That's the trade-off. Then moving up, $400, our first two-piece, the Select Power. You have a composite handle, an alloy barrel, pretty moderate swing weight, honestly, even though it says Select Power. A lot of people think this is like a crazy end-loaded bat. So comparing the Select Power to a bat like the Omaha, you're gonna have a lot more forgiveness on mishits just because you have a flexy handle that's gonna like dampen vibration on the hands, but still a really big barrel that's also gonna be a little bit lighter swing and easier to control through the zone. And that's a really popular one. That's honestly been one of our favorites of the year. I really like the Select Power. But moving up to our two $500 bats. So the Meta and the Meta Power. First, let's start out with the Meta, a bat that just took BBCOR by storm a couple years back. They had to tweak it in 2021, and it seems like the Meta's popularity has dipped a little bit, but this is the like one true contact hitting bat in this lineup. Big, huge sweet spot, giant barrel, and a really light swing weight. That's a contact hitter's dream. You're not gonna have a ton of juice on it like you might have with like the Select Power or the Omaha, but it's very easy to get around, really easy to barrel up the ball. A very popular bat among younger BBCOR hitters. And then to compensate for kind of the power lost, they also made the Meta Power, which is gonna be a much heavier swinging, giant sweet spot, good power bat. That's gonna, you know, in function be a lot more like the Select Power, but even a bigger barrel and even a little bit heavier. But guys, the proof is in the pudding, or should I say the proof is in the hitting. We have no reason to prefer one of these over another, honestly, guys. We are gonna give you our honest opinion. Are these a total ripoff? Are these bats slept on? We will let you know. Let's get it. All right, folks, we are out here at the beautiful Palo Verde High School in Las Vegas, Nevada. Pretty big field today. We have 400 to dead center, 375 to the gaps, and 335 down the lines. So if you guys recall, we did a similar test like this with wood bats. So today, same idea, but we want to do it with high school and college metal baseball bats. So we're actually gonna go in the opposite direction though today. We're gonna start out with the most expensive bats first. I have the Louisville Slugger Meta Power BBCOR to start out here, a two-piece composite. Composite's always gonna be more expensive. I personally think composite doesn't really benefit you much in BBCOR compared to alloy, but today we will find out. We're also gonna have some velo testing at the end of this video. So let's start it off here with the $500 Meta Power, then we'll work all the way down to the $100 Vapor. Let's get it. Woo! Yeah. Little smoke, little one hop there. So right off the bat, beautiful, satisfying sound right here. Woo! Woo! Little smoked. All right. Oh, see you, ball. Baby. Way off the end of the bat there. I personally think this is the biggest sweet spot in BBCOR, hands down. Touch that pretty good. Right at the 375 and 360 or so. All right, let's move on to the Meta, also $500, built for like a contact hitter though. All right, here we go. The Meta, really similar to the Meta Power, just a lot lighter swinging. Hey, yo. Dude, the weight is like here. The weight is so far down in the hands. Woo. I got all of that, bro. Come on. Dead center. Oh, pretty good. That is touched, fly out to center. All right, that entire time swinging both Metas, I didn't feel the slightest vibration in my hands. The only sensation of hitting these bats is you hear it. that's about it. That's good singles bat.
They're both good singles bats.
All right, moving on down to $400, nice and affordable. Just kidding. The Select Power from Louisville Slugger, I'm pretty sure we have this ranked like 3rd or 4th on our top 20 BBCOR list over at baseballbatbros.com. I freaking love this bat. It hits tanks. Lots of college guys use this thing. Hoping to see if I can hit a few balls out of here with it. Let's check it out. Woo! That's hammered. Smoked. Definitely a little heavier than the Meta for sure, but quite a bit lighter than the Meta Power. A good in between, like surprisingly easy to get around. Smoked. Oh, that ball's hammered, wow. 2-hop to the 380 out there. Woo! 1-hop, that ball's touched. So a tiny bit less barrel, that's the big thing I notice. I would probably guess out of these first 3 bats, my highest velo is gonna be with this guy, just based on what I'm seeing here. Go ball! Come on! Yes, sir! Whew. I enjoyed that one. All right, moving on down. I feel like we're finally getting into reasonably priced territory with the $300 Louisville Slugger Solo. Lightest bat here, for sure. Let's check it out. This one's gonna be pingy, boys. It's gonna be a loud one. Oh, there's a little feedback in the hands. Oh, that ball's moving though, man. Good power. So what we've said about the Solo in the past, really unforgiving, tight, like not a big sweet spot, pretty unforgiving, tight barrel. Surprisingly good power though. Ow! Okay. Really a bat that combines power and swing weight well. It's just not a lot of sweet spot. Oh. Dude, that thing packs a punch. It does. Oh, that's so light, dude. This feels like a drop 5. Like, as far as swing weight goes, it's not as hot as a drop 5. That's 1-hopped. That's touched. Come on, ball. Oh! Wow! The Solo. Ow. Yeah, see, that's the downside.
Yeah. Ow. I'm done with this one.
Dude, I'm just putting up power numbers with this guy. 381 hop. That was a hell of a performance. All right, finally, we're down to nice and cheap, affordable, good, solid, durable BBCORs. The Omaha from Louisville Slugger. Last year, they actually made this heavier. Back in like 2015, 16, 17, 18, the Omaha was a little bit lighter to swing. They made it a beefier, just brute power hitting bat. This might surprise us, we'll see. Ah, a lot more feedback in the hands. Oh, get out. That ball smoked. Oh, that's gone. Wow, way out too. Sheesh. That thing's got some power behind it, bro. Definitely like a less forgiving barrel than the Select Power. This versus the Select Power, really anxious to see exit velos. Oh, damn.
Got one.
Woohoo! Oh, that's 390 at least. Yeah, there's a lot of weight in the barrel though. The balls I'm getting, I'm hitting very hard. I'm just missing a lot more.
I really don't like this one.
You don't like it, eh?
No.
Wow. Worst batting average by far with the Omaha, but furthest ball hit, so. All right, last and probably least, the $100 Louisville Slugger Vapor. I've never hit with this and I have no idea what to expect, but I've never felt such a heavy bat for such a tiny, wimpy looking barrel. But let's try it out. I'm not super stoked to swing this, honestly. Maybe this is the new GOAT. Maybe the Voodoo One's days are over, boys. Maybe it's vapor time. Oh, it's not that bad. Okay, it's not that horrible. It's so heavy, bro. What?
Oh!
Let's go! Did you hear that, bro? What? What does this mean? If I hit a nuke with the $100 Vapor, y'all gotta subscribe, boys.
See or no?
Oh my God. Let's go! Bro, it's like not that bad at all. Dude, watch this thing just torch the exit velo test, bro. Let's go. Dude, okay, it honestly feels like the Omaha sounds like death. It sounds so bad and doesn't feel good, but it honestly functions a little bit like the Omaha. Oh, the Vapor! Way out, bro. This makes zero sense. Bro, this is gonna put up velo numbers. Oh my God. Ow! Oh God, wow. Whew, I thought the Omaha stung my hands.
That one is bad.
That hurt, bro. If it wasn't 80 degrees, I'd be on the ground right now.
Yeah, a little bit on the hands, it hurts.
It hurts. Oh, did he get another? Come on, ball. Let's go. No, not even close. All right, the sweet spot sucks on this, honestly. What in the world? Oh, oh my gosh. The Vapor.
Vapor, baby!
Oh, get out! Come on, ball! Woo! All right, if you are like a precise, just expert hitter, you might do well with this bat. I would get sawed off so bad in the game with that bat.
Oh, yeah.
I think I would too.
All right, now we are on the hit tracks, getting a little exit velos. We'll go through all these 6 bats again real quick and give you our final thoughts at the end here. That's a good barrel right there, 91.7. Really good barrel right there, 91.2, wow. Really good barrel. There we go, that's better, 93.4. Good barrel, 91.5. All right, now we got the contact hitters, Meta. Pretty good barrel, 89.1. Oh, hammered, 90.9, I touched that. Oh, 87.8. I think the most popular bat here, and like tied for the most expensive bat here, might get our lowest exit velos of the day. That's my guess. I think the Meta's gonna get our lowest exit velos out of all 6 of these bats. Ooh, 86.6, 328, 85.4. The Metas are great, excellent batting average bats. They're for a guy where like maybe a home run is out of the equation. You're not going to hit home runs this year because you're 13, you have to swing a BBCOR. Meta's great for that. Like if you take the long ball out of the equation or even like hitting it over the outfielders' heads, like this is a great bat for you. But if you're trying to hit the power, these other 4 bats are going to be your bat. All right, $400 select power, 93.4 is the score to beat. 95.1. 95.7. 100. That says 100.0, I swear. We won't count that one because that almost seems like a statistical anomaly, sort of. But it says 100. 93.4. 93.6. All right, I'm really curious about this one. The solo. Because I hit a nuke earlier, bro. 95.7. Wow. Alloy bats, baby. 92.8. 91.5. Wrung the heck out of my hands. 92.8, sort of like the Voodoo one, just a lot tighter barrel, not as much sweet spot, and I think the Voodoo one's still a little hotter. 94.2, beat both Metas in exit velo. There's a reason that college baseball players don't swing the Meta and the Meta Power. You don't think college baseball players have hit tracks? Like they're doing these same studies all the time. All right, $200 Omaha. 92.5. This, I think, is the heaviest of the bunch. 94. And that wrung my hands, bro. Wow. That was 92.6. And if you guys are going to say, oh, you're getting warm as the round goes on, this is like my 200th swing of the day so far. Oh, 95.1. Woo! 94.5. Alloy bats, baby. All right.
Here we go.
The moment you've all been waiting for.
I've been waiting for it all day.
The Vapor on the velo tester. The score to beat, I believe, is 95.7. Let's see what kind of damage the $100 BBCOR can do. I knew I was going to get a good one first half, bro. I missed that pretty bad. 90.1, 354. I didn't want to see it, bro. But, dude, do we just end the video here? All right.
I want to see it.
Ladies and gentlemen, 96.4, 362, 94.9. I swear, bro, I'm not making this up. But again, guys, I just want to emphasize, you shouldn't pick what bat you want purely based on exit velo. This has a really end-loaded, super end-loaded swing weight, and a super unforgiving barrel. The bat bro scale on this is going to be hilarious. I can't wait to build it. 94.9. All right, I'm going to give the Select Power another chance. $94.3. I hammered that. I can't hit a ball harder. 95.9, 365. Way better swing weight, way bigger barrel, way better feel. $300 difference though, so I don't know. Dude, this wouldn't be a bad like showcase bat.
No, it really wouldn't.
Bro, if you're trying to just like light up, if you're just trying to hit tanks in a showcase, that's not bad at all.
Oh my God!
97.7, bro. Oh my Lord. Oh my Lord. There's a lot of people that are going to get mad about this video, but there's more people that are going to benefit from it.
Yeah, we're not saying they're not good bats. It's just, what are you really paying for?
Yeah, and the bat bro scale is going to illustrate that. I mean, like, you're going to see the highest exit velo from the freaking Vapor, which is, sorry, that's still so crazy to me. But that's not going to have the highest bat bro score, because swing weight and sweet spot are just as important, if not more important, than pop. So, all right, folks, so a lot to talk about here. It almost went in the opposite direction for exit velo, right? And we're gonna rank these bats and say what we think would be best for a power hitter and what we think would be best for a contact hitter. We'll do like top 3 for each. But first, I wanna say this. When you're paying extra money for a bat, you are not paying for extra pop. You are paying for additional performance factors, but it's not pop. It's not you're gonna get more distance or more exit velo the higher you go up the price range. It's honestly almost the opposite. But what you are gonna get is you're gonna get more comfort. The bat's gonna feel better and be more satisfying to swing. That's 1. And then 2, you're gonna have more room for error, a more forgiving barrel, a little bit better on mishits. If you miss the barrel with this, your hands are freaking toast. Same with the Solo. And again, guys, it's not like I'm some major leaguer. I mean, I'm hitting exit velos in the low 90s. Most good high schoolers that are getting recruited by colleges are hitting exit velos in the low 90s. So don't think I'm just some monster that can make these bats magically perform way better than they really are. Those are just actually really good for power. So we'll look at the bat bro scales for all of these, and you'll see even though the metas don't have really good power numbers or exit velo numbers, the barrel size and like the swing weight is a lot more ideal than some of the bats down here, honestly. And they're gonna have good bat bro scale rankings because of that. And these are gonna have like really high power numbers, but the other categories are honestly gonna suffer a lot because, you know, in a game, you want barrel size and you want good swing weight. You want a forgiving barrel where you can get jammed and still feel all right about it, because we're not freaking hitting the middle of the sweet spot every time like we are here in exit velo testing. So it's not a true representation of what happens in the game. So what we will do here to kind of conclude things, we will say what would be our top 3 bats for a contact hitter, and then what would be our top 3 bats for a power hitter. So first, let's start talking contact. And when I say a contact hitter, batting average is your number 1 priority. The power game is out of the question for you. You're not going to be hitting balls out of the park. You're not going to be hitting balls over the outfielder's head that much. You want a good batting average. You want to barrel up the ball, get on base, and not get your hands wrung. I think the meta is, you know, the balanced meta is the best bat for a singles guy. And it was clearly the worst exit velo bat. But again, guys, if you're a contact hitter and batting average is your number 1 priority, exit velo isn't going to be as important as it's going to be for a power hitter. And this is a light bat with a giant sweet spot, and that's going to be good for a young guy that wants to hit for contact and average. And then next for a contact hitter, I would say the Solo, but the sweet spot's just so tight, bro. And like, you're going to run into so many problems with mishits. The Solo is almost for like an aspiring power hitter or a guy who wants to put up high velos and good power numbers, but he also needs to catch up to fast pitching. That's why you see the Solo so much in college. So I actually would not put it there. I'd probably say the Select is actually maybe a little better. And then the Meta Power, which is really weird to say, but I honestly think if you're a contact hitter and batting average is your number one priority, sweet spot is king. Yep. And then swing weight would be the number 2. But there's just a real challenge with sweet spot on the Solo, to be honest, and it puts up great velo numbers, but I honestly think it's more of a power bat. So there's what I think would be the best options for contact. Meta, clear and away the best batting average bat out of these 3. So now let's talk about power. As a power hitter, again, your number 1 priority is going to be slugging percentage, and you want to drive in runs, you want to hit home runs, you want to hit balls over the outfielder's head, you want to put up high velo numbers in a showcase, and then sweet spot is right there for sure. Swing weight isn't going to matter as much. I think the bat that probably combined that best, sweet spot and power, is going to be the Select Power. I think that's a really good bat for even just kind of a hybrid hitter, but especially a power hitter is going to really benefit from that. Number 2, that's tough, bro. Like, I don't like dude, bro.
I mean, if we're talking about true
it has
power,
to be. We can't not.
If we're talking about true power, the Vapor's number 1.
Like, if you want to get the highest, if you want to hit the furthest ball possible out of all these bats,
Vapor is.
I can't believe I'm saying this, but it's the freaking Vapor, dude. What the heck? And then I'd give it a tie for the last spot between the Solo and the Meta Power, because they both are lacking one thing in the power hitting game. The Meta has an incredible sweet spot, but the velo numbers aren't going to be that good until this bat's like 1,000 swings in and it's going to be ready to break towards the end of its life. And then the Solo, I would have it tied for 3rd. I'll kind of put these diagonal so that you can see they're tied. The Solo is lacking sweet spot, but it totally makes up for it with pop. So this is for a power hitter that needs to catch up to faster pitching. The Voodoo one's better, but this is a good backup for that. The Bone Saber is also a good bat that kind of fulfills those characteristics. But overall, I mean, I like the Select Power probably most out of all of these. They combine the attributes well. So I'll throw up Bat Bro scales for all these bats here, and you guys kind of need to do your own discerning for which combination of attributes is going to be best for you as a hitter. Again, I think a power hitter needs to look for pop and sweet spot, and a contact hitter needs to look for a light swing weight and a big sweet spot, and not necessarily pop as much. And then a hybrid hitter, you're going to want to combine those attributes as much as possible. So overall, I think the Select Power is the best bat here, but then there's some other bats that make sense for kind of those more far spectrum types of hitters. Like the Vapor is just the sledgehammer of the group that is just trying to hit the ball as far as possible, but you're not going to do it very often. But there you have it, guys. Trying to be completely honest with you. I know people are not going to like this, especially people that sell bats are going to be probably pretty upset about this, but guys, we're not doing this for bat companies. We're doing this for people and people that are buying bats, and that's the reason we started doing Bat Bros, and that's how we're going to continue doing it. So I'm sorry if we offended anybody in the process, but we're just trying to bring you the real deal here. So guys, appreciate you watching the video today. If you want to help support the Bat Bros, you can always check out our merch over at baseballbatbros.com. And if you liked the video, if it helped you out, we'd appreciate it if you drop a like and subscribe to the channel. We'll see y'all next time. Peace out.